Hello, welcome to another lecture. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to add an animation to our bolts. So to do that, the first thing I want you to do is, because we already created an exploded view for this valve, so let's save this valve. Let's save it as. So go to save it as. In your check valve, just save it as check valve 2. And save as copy and continue. No, so we want to save as copy and open. So make sure you select the save as copy and open. So now it should say check valve 2 up there. So the next thing we want to do is go into this configuration, and this isn't part of the animation. I'm just, because we already have an exploded view here, I want to just make another exploded view for this bolt and then go to our tutorial. So this is just preparing us for that. So we'll delete our explode view that we made, and now let's create a new one, and let's select these 4 bolts and explode it up, pull it up somewhere right there and click OK. So now we will go into our motion study, and let's first of all, we'll go into our motion study, and let's go back into our model and right click under that explode view and collapse it. So now we'll go back into our motion study and we'll click our animation, then we'll select collapse, we'll click next. So on our animation, we'll click next. The duration, we want it to last 5 seconds, and we want it to start at 0, and we'll click finish. So let's right click on this and disable the playback of view keys. So let's get something like that. Zoom in so you get a view where you see everything, and press play. So now we see our bolts going in. Good. So now let's drag this timeline back till we get something about right there. So now this is the point where the bolt is going into the valve. So you can hold the control key and select all 4 bolts, or you can also select them in your feature manager tree. So once you do that, we want to click on this button that says add key point. So what that does is, when you press that button, AI creates a new key point for you at the current position of those bolts or any item you selected. It creates a new key point for their position. So what we want to do now is add our rotary animation. So we'll click on this motor and we select the rotary, and we want to select the circular edge of this bolt, and you can either switch the direction of how you want the bolt to spin, and you select constant speed, and it's going to be 15, and we'll click OK. So now if I play this, you'll see just a second what's gonna happen. You see our bolt is spinning, but our bolt is spinning right from 0 seconds, which we don't want. And this is our rotary figure that SolidWorks has created. So what we need to do is drag this rotary to the key to this time under this timeline. So to the current position of this bolt going into the valve. So you drag your rotary right to that point. So you want to right click on it, copy it, and move your timeline to the last 5 second, right click and right click and paste it. So now that is pasted, the last thing we need to do is, if I hover over this, you can see it's showing that the rotary motor is on. So what we want to do is right click and we want to click off. So that means is on over here and is off over here. So now let's recalculate everything. So as you can see, our bolt is coming in, and at that point it starts spinning. So let's just create a new camera for it. We'll create a camera, right click, add camera, and we will just create a view that we like, zoom in, and maybe move this down somewhere over there and click OK, and recalculate. And as you can see, our boat is coming in and is spinning, and that's how you add a spinning boat. So what we'll do is save it. We'll save it as 3 boats. I'll just save it as boats, and we want to select custom 16:5, 25 frames per second, and Microsoft AVI file SolidWorks screen, and we'll click save, and we'll select full frames uncompressed and click OK. And to recalculate, we want yes. So now our file is saving, and I hope this is clear to you the way I'm going through it. And if not, if there's any part you don't understand, please send me a message and comment, and I will definitely be able to give you one-on-one lessons just to explain it to you in a way that you will understand it. But once that is done, I'll browse to my file location and I'll select my boat animation. As you can see, my boat is coming in and now it's spinning. So depending on how fast you want the boat to spin, you can go back into your motor, rotary motor. So if I go back to my rotary motor right here, I can edit it. I can edit the feature, and I can change the RPMs to something like 25 and click OK. And when you change that, you want to make sure that everything is 25 as well. So you want to copy and paste that 25 over here and just drag it over here. So everything is 25. So copy and drag your timeline here and paste it. Then all you need to do is turn it off over here. So if I recalculate it, my boat should spin faster. As you can see, it's much faster now. Anyway, that is how you create the boat animation in SolidWorks. Thank you, and I will see you in the next lecture. Bye.